Welcome to Fox's Games. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bulletstorm. You start out as a commander of a ship. You, for some reason, hate this in general on this other ship, and you're like,
okay guys, let's ram their ship and make it crash.
Your pilot's like, how about we don't do that? And then we could just live to fight another day or something.
And he's like, no, I'm drunk. Let's do it.
So you ram your ship through theirs. You've got like a buddy that's almost exactly like you at the beginning, and you both decide to just go for it and ram this giant ship for no reason that you know of. I don't know if it warps through their ship or something, but anyways, you end up on the other side and your ship is just on fire. It's almost destroyed, and you're like,
well, at least we took them down with us.
So you realize the pilot is just your Asian pilot friend who apparently like owes you or something. He's like loyal to you for some reason, even though you're one of the most terrible people to ever be in a video game. You are going to try and help this guy. He has like crazy burns across his face. You take him to the medical wing and the doctor's like,
we need a battery to be able to fuse his body with these robot parts.
You're like,
okay.
And then you crash land on the planet. And you're like,
Like, there's a battery close by for some weird reason.
and you get the battery, bring it back, and the doctor for some reason tells you to leave the room while he operates. Then the door's shut and all these savages are trying to break in your ship anyways. And of course, you know, you get this scene where you're on the other side of the glass and then he's sitting there like,
Oh my gosh, they're breaking through the walls.
and you're like,
I can't get in there. I'm looking through the window at you. You told me to leave. I don't know why, because it would be a lot safer if we were all like in the same room at least.
you get the crap beat out of you. Your friend is able to like beat up a couple guys and he drags you off, and then you're stuck on this world with this half android, half Asian dude that used to be your friend. You screwed this guy over so badly. I don't know why he just doesn't kill you. Your character is just the worst person. You never want to be this guy. That's really where the plot falls flat. You would never want to be the main character. He's the worst. He makes stupid Duke Nukem jokes the entire time. Where he's like, oh, barbecued that one. And like, ugh, he's retarded. He drinks all the time. And he doesn't do anything right, basically. You take this whip thing from one of the guys. Eventually you hear on your walkie-talkie from one of the bad guys that there's somebody who needs help on the planet. They're trying to rescue the general because the general ship crashed on the planet too. So you're trying to make it to his emergency rescue vehicle. So you finally get over to her. She's like,
follow me and I'll kill you.
why do you hate us so much? We just got here. We're humans. We're obviously not the savage dude trying to kill you. There's a point in the game where it almost gives you like a chance to have something cool happen. You're sitting there and she's like,
Oh, if you can figure out how to get past this obstacle, I'll do a favor for you.
that was my sexy face. If you can figure it out in 30 seconds or 10 seconds or some ridiculously short amount of time. I loaded it. I want to see what happens if I do it right. I did it before she got it and she's like, ooh, okay. The favor you ask is that she be nicer to your friend. If you do something cool, you ask her to be nicer to your robot friend. Nothing pays off in the end. You find the Admiral. He pushes the girl off the edge of the building. Ugh, it was so terrible. So you're in the rescue, or you have to work with the Admiral. He makes fun of you the entire time. So not only the one guy that you want to kill, you can't even kill him. You have to work with him while he's making fun of you the entire time. You don't even get to punch him. Wouldn't be that bad, right? Punch the guy that you have to work with. It's not going to kill him. It's not like you could force him to go with you, you know? It's like you and a super android versus this Admiral dude. It's like, take us to your escape ship or else we will kill you. So as you're going through, he makes you feel worse and worse about being your character, who's already a terrible person. We've already established that. He starts talking about how everyone you kill from his army is like a father or a daughter or a wife or a kid. And like every savage you kill was once a person. So now you feel bad about killing anything, which is the entire point of the game, is to kill everything. So it's making you feel bad about it. It's the worst premise you could have for a game. So you finally get on the general ship, and he tricks you, because you're an idiot, into starting this nuclear thing that's supposed to wipe out everything on the planet. And he ends up getting off onto this other ship, but you were able to like tag along, get along with him. So you get him to the final, boss fight. And you're like, finally I can finish this guy off. He's the worst person ever. And I've been waiting to kill him for literally like 3 hours. You don't even get to fight him. The android guy, for some reason, doesn't kill him. He has like a chance, I think. The guy like takes over his body somehow for a little bit, like with his whiplash thing. And then he kind of kills your friend, sort of. Finally, you hit him into some rhubarb that's sticking out of the wall. I have no idea why there's rhubarb sticking out of the wall right there. It's beyond me why they did that. It's like on an advanced ship. Why is there a hole with rhubarb in it? He flies against it and you're like, oh, he died. Finally. Finally, he died. The girl somehow lived from falling off the building. I don't know if she grabbed something. I don't know how she got on the ship. So you're like, okay, we're going to team kill this guy. And it does not work. You have to end up like escaping off the ship. Okay, the game ends with the bad guy still alive, by the way. He doesn't die. You've been waiting like literally hours to kill this guy. You finally figure out like he's a bad guy and he sent you on these missions to kill innocent people. Blah, blah, blah. So you spend like 5 to 6 hours of gameplay trying to kill this guy and he doesn't even die at the end. I don't know if they thought they would get another game, Bulletstorm 2 or something. The plot was so horrid and it could have been fixed so easily. I'm not saying every game has to have like a stellar, like Commander Shepard, stalwart hero. It's okay to have like an off kind of character, like that's not always a good guy. But you don't want like a drunk piece of crap as your main character who makes every wrong decision possible. Anyways, the end of the game, horrible. I was furious when I finished this game. It was the worst ending to a terrible game ever. Here's the redeeming saving graces of this game. This game was a lot of fun with the whiplash thing, the quick whip. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But you could lash enemies, pull them towards you, kick them in the air, shoot them, kick them again, shoot them. Gives you lots of different like options of, if you kill people different ways, if you get certain things, you get achievements. Just cut out the cutscenes. Get rid of the plot and you have like a decent game at least. Gameplay is alright. There are a couple little glitchy spots. The hitbox is for some things. Like, I would be not even close to a building, and somehow my bullets were still hitting the wall, like, to the right. They have some pretty cool things, being able to steer the bullet with the sniper rifle. Gameplay, I would give this game out of 10, as far as, shooting, AI, everything like that. It actually gets a 7 out of 10, which isn't bad. As far as plot and story, this game gets a 2. It's not the worst game I've ever played, but it's down there. It's down there in the sewers. Overall, I give this game a 3 out of 10. I've never been so furious while still sort of having fun in a game before. It's not that hard to fix a plot. They should have seen these things coming in production. It's just hire some people that can write a decent story. That's it for the Fox's Games for today. Over and outie.